Love is supposed to be a beautiful thing. But when you add fame, fortune, and the relentless glare of the public eye, relationships can turn into absolute disasters. While Hollywood is full of fairy tale romances, it's also a breeding ground for toxic love stories, bitter breakups, and scandals that make reality TV look tame. Some celebrities have a knack for picking the worst partners imaginable, only to regret it later when their private lives become front-page news. From secret betrayals to messy divorces, here's a deep dive into the stars who fell for the wrong person and lived to regret it. Number 7. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez were once the most talked-about couple in Hollywood. They first got engaged in the early 2000s, but called it off before walking down the aisle. Fast forward almost 2 decades later, and the pair rekindled their romance, got engaged again, and this time, they actually got married. But what seemed like a happy ending quickly unraveled into another heartbreak. One of the biggest issues in their relationship: privacy. Ben Affleck has always been someone who prefers to keep his personal life under wraps, while Jennifer Lopez has built a career on sharing her emotions and experiences with the public. The tension reached a breaking point when Jennifer Lopez reportedly shared the private love letters Ben wrote her with a group of songwriters for her album This Is Me Now. If that wasn't enough, she even gave those personal notes to filmmakers working on her Amazon Prime documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Affleck later admitted that their vastly different views on fame and privacy were a major factor in their relationship struggles. He explained that he always felt things shared between them should remain sacred, whereas Jennifer had no problem inviting the world into their love story. Rumors about their impending divorce started swirling when insiders claimed Ben was deeply unhappy and felt like the past 2 years were a fever dream he was finally waking up from. Number 6. Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland. Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland met on the set of Flatliners in 1990 and quickly fell in love. Their romance moved fast, and before anyone could blink, they were engaged. The wedding was planned for June 1991, with a grand Hollywood ceremony in the works. But when the big day arrived, neither the bride nor the groom was anywhere to be found. As guests waited in confusion, it became clear something was terribly wrong. It turned out that Julia had completely vanished, not only from the wedding but from the country. Instead of walking down the aisle, she had flown to Dublin with none other than Kiefer's best friend, actor Jason Patric. The betrayal was shocking. Kiefer, heartbroken and humiliated, later admitted that their relationship had been moving too fast and that their intense love had blinded them to the reality of their situation. He took the high road, saying they were young and that things simply didn't work out. But the fact that she left him for his best friend on their wedding day? That's something straight out of a soap opera. Number 5. Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. Rob Kardashian's romance with Blac Chyna was doomed from the start. Their whirlwind relationship began in 2016, and within months, they had a baby together and a reality show in the works. But their love story quickly turned toxic, leading to one of the most dramatic celebrity breakups in recent memory. In 2017, Rob took to Instagram to unleash a brutal attack on Chyna, posting explicit images of her, accusing her of infidelity, and even body-shaming her. He claimed that she had undergone post-pregnancy plastic surgery that he paid for, only to leave him afterward. His rant was not just humiliating, it was illegal. Chyna wasted no time in taking legal action, suing him for revenge porn and defamation. To make matters worse, Chyna also claimed that Rob's famous family, the Kardashians, had played a role in sabotaging her career. She alleged that their influence got her reality show Rob and Chyna canceled before it could air a second season. After years of legal battles, the two finally reached a settlement, but the damage was done. Their story remains one of the ugliest celebrity breakups in modern history. Number 4. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were once considered the ultimate Hollywood power couple. They built an empire together, had 4 children, and seemed inseparable. But as Kanye's behavior became increasingly erratic, their relationship took a turn for the worse. By 2020, Kanye was making bizarre public statements, including tweets about wanting to divorce Kim and accusing her family of trying to have him institutionalized. He even ran a chaotic presidential campaign that year, adding fuel to the fire. In early 2021, Kim finally filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. But the drama didn't stop there. When Kim started dating comedian Pete Davidson, Kanye launched a personal vendetta against him. He made multiple social media attacks, wrote a diss track about him, and even created a disturbing music video that depicted Pete being kidnapped and buried alive. Things escalated even further when Kanye claimed he was being kept from his children, specifically his daughter Chicago's birthday party. The Kardashians denied his accusations, with Khloe Kardashian publicly asking him to stop spreading false narratives. Since then, Kanye has remarried to a woman who bears an uncanny resemblance to Kim. Whether or not this chapter is truly over remains to be seen. Number 3. Emma Roberts and Evan Peters. Emma Roberts and Evan Peters' relationship was nothing short of a roller coaster. The American Horror Story co-stars had a passionate but incredibly volatile romance. Over the course of their relationship, they broke up 3 times and got engaged twice. Their most shocking moment came in 2013 when Emma was arrested after an explosive argument with Evan turned physical. Reports stated that police arrived at their hotel room to find Evan with a bloody nose and visible bite marks. While they refused to press charges, the incident left an undeniable stain on their relationship. Despite their attempts to move past the altercation, their relationship remained rocky. Insiders described it as toxic, with extreme highs and lows. They would go from being deeply in love to not speaking for days. After years of turmoil, they finally called it quits in 2019, closing the chapter on one of Hollywood's most chaotic relationships. Number 2. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' romance started with one of the most infamous moments in talk show history, Tom jumping on Oprah's couch to declare his love. What followed was a fast-tracked engagement, a lavish wedding, and the birth of their daughter, Suri. However, beneath the surface, trouble was brewing. Katie soon found herself entangled in the controversial world of Scientology, which Tom had been deeply devoted to for years. By 2012, she had enough. In a shocking move, she secretly filed for divorce and won full custody of Suri. Reports later surfaced that Katie had feared Tom would drag their daughter deeper into Scientology, and she wanted to protect her. Despite having legal visitation rights, Tom has barely been seen with Suri since the split. Scientology has strict rules about members cutting ties with non-believers, and it appears that even his own daughter wasn't an exception. Number 1. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship went from a whirlwind romance to one of the most publicized legal battles in Hollywood history. The couple met on the set of The Rum Diary in 2009 and tied the knot in 2015. However, their marriage quickly crumbled with allegations of abuse surfacing on both sides. In 2016, Heard filed for divorce and a restraining order against Depp, claiming he had been physically abusive. Depp denied the allegations, arguing that he was the victim of abuse instead. Their messy legal battle took a dramatic turn in 2022 when Depp sued Heard for defamation after she published an op-ed implying he was an abuser. The highly publicized trial exposed shocking details of their toxic relationship, including violent fights, disturbing text messages, and financial chaos. The jury ultimately ruled in Depp's favor, awarding him $10 million in damages, while Heard received $2 million in a countersuit. The trial divided fans and sparked global debates about domestic abuse, defamation, and Hollywood's treatment of high-profile breakups. Though both actors have moved on with their lives, their infamous legal battle will forever be one of Hollywood's most scandalous love stories. And that, my friends, is why Hollywood relationships are just a very expensive reality show. Who do you think will be the next celebrity to regret their love life in front of millions? Drop your predictions in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the next scandal might drop before your popcorn's even ready.